Our jury system has been described as the sacred right of every American. Over the centuries, it's been called the citadel of freedom, the lamp of liberty, and the voice of the people. Modestly, I, myself, have written a few things on the subject. I'm Thomas Jefferson. You might remember me for something I wrote over 200 years ago. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. This simple, short document accused the English king of, among many other things, depriving us in many cases of trial by jury. You see, even back then we had the right to have our case decided by a jury of our peers. But when the king's courts were in England, and the accused spent a long time on a slow prison ship, saying that we had jury trials was a poor joke. Bloody tyrants. So, you may ask, what's the big deal? Why have so many people heaped so much praise on the right to trial by jury? I like the answer a couple of writers gave back in the 60s. Your 60s, not my 60s.
The jury is a remarkable political institution. It recruits 12 laymen, chosen at random from the widest population. It convenes them for the purpose of the particular trial. It entrusts them with great official powers of decision. It permits them to carry on deliberations in secret and to report out their final judgment without giving reasons for it. And after their momentary service to the state has been completed, it orders them to disband and return to private life.
The heat is oppressive, but don't you think Madison's discretion makes sense under the circumstances?
Indeed, and I wish I could report to you that progress is being made, but we cannot seem to agree on anything, except it seems for the value of trial by jury.
The abuses of the past were front and center, and when we came together to write the national constitution, we knew we needed to ensure that arbitrary and unchecked power wouldn't be the norm in our young country. We believed that the combination of an independent judiciary and the right to be tried by a jury of our peers would protect us from whatever form tyranny might take. You see, judicial independence protects judges from outside pressures so they can make unbiased decisions. Without it, judges wouldn't be able to uphold the rule of law, the idea that the law, not any person, rules supreme. In England, Magna Carta finally made the king subject to the law. In our country, the Constitution rules supreme.
The institution of the trial by jury has been sanctified by the experience of the ages. It has been recognized by the Constitution of every state in the Union. It is deemed the birthright of Americans, and it is deemed that liberty cannot subsist without it.
Many of those who gathered to draft the Constitution were lawyers, so we naturally turned to the legal system we knew and admired, English common law. This shared heritage is most apparent in our Bill of Rights, which was written in 1791, when the first Congress met. You might say the Bill of Rights was a bit of a compromise. When the first Congress met, 4 of the states still had not ratified the Constitution, and said they would not unless certain rights were added. 3 of the new amendments addressed the right to trial by jury. The Fifth Amendment guarantees no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. The Sixth Amendment guarantees in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury. And the Seventh Amendment extends the right to trial by jury to civil cases.